while this is not on the agenda, and I want to remind people that we have a rule that stipulates which bills are in front of us, I note with alarm the suggestion that we ought to change the Constitution when it comes to the Supreme Court, and for fear that we're undermining the confidence of the court. Frankly, I'm astonished. How about following the current Constitution? Forget about amending it. How about following the one that we have? I just note that when Merrick Garland was nominated by President Obama in March of 2016, 293 days, his nomination went without any action in the United States Senate. Amy Coney Barrett was nominated September 26th, a mere 5 weeks before Election Day. Senator McConnell in the Senate didn't follow the Constitution, which says advise and consent on nominations sent by the President. They did absolutely nothing with nominee Garland, didn't seek to do anything. In fact, Mitch McConnell talked about the politics of it. Talk about undermining the confidence of the American public in the Supreme Court. How about that? And yet, when President Trump, just 5 weeks before a presidential election, made a nomination, it was swiftly pushed through. Undermining confidence in the Supreme Court? How about confirmation proceedings, where Brett Kavanaugh, where Neil Gorsuch both said Roe is settled law, precedent for 50 years. They said it in confirmation hearings. They've said it as Senator Collins has indicated her vote hung on those words. And yet they had no intention of following those words. They misled the American public. Undermining confidence in the Supreme Court? I mean, I'm astonished that anyone would even say it. And frankly, when we talk about this, we know what the agenda here is. Justice Thomas gave us a clear roadmap of where this is all headed. Undermining confidence in the Supreme Court? Justice Thomas urged the court to reconsider all of this court's substantive due process precedents, including the right to contraception, the right to private consensual sexual acts, and the right to same-sex marriage, characterizing the entire legal doctrine as particularly dangerous. Undermining the confidence of the Supreme Court of the United States? Now, Justice Kavanaugh, I will say, to his credit in his concurrence, said that the court won't go that far. But we've heard these same assurances from Justice Kavanaugh before, and I think they aren't worth the words that on the paper that this is printed. We should be very, very concerned. We should be concerned that the American public has lost confidence in the Supreme Court, but not because of the actions of anyone here or the suggestions here. How about because of the actions of the United States Senate and the actions of the Supreme Court itself?